Hi there, Jeff Coughlin, Editor Scale Modelling Now, and welcome to this short inbox browse for the Revell Top Gun Mavericks A-18E Super Hornet from the new film that's due out, I think, in summer 2021. It's a shame that's been put off a year, but hey-ho. This is a really welcome release, and when I say welcome release, the kit was originally released, I think, way back in 2005, but impressive, I've got to be honest. Let's have a look inside and see what we've got. Well, first thing you notice, well, for me, the first thing that jumped out was the level of detail. I think the level of detail is extremely good. I mean, check out these wheelbase for a kick-off. I mean, absolutely sort of festooned with detail here. And up at the front, the nose gear bay here. I think the jet pipes are perfectly acceptable. The other thing you notice is you've got, of course, really nice recessed panel line detail. I think that's very good. Across the board, that looks good. There's not a huge amount of flash. There is some flash on some of the parts, but not a huge amount given the age of the kit. But hey, whoopie-doo, we can easy enough clear that off. The other thing you notice, of course, is the Super Hornet is a big aeroplane, considerably bigger, I think, than the original Hornet F-18 sort of A through D range. And so that's another thing that kind of strikes you, is just how big this aircraft is. Breakdown of parts is pretty conventional. You've got the main upper fuselage over here. You've got the lower wing fuselage section there. You've got that distinctive kind of slightly canted down angle to the wings. So I think that looks reasonably authentic to me. You've got opportunity here for, it looks like potentially for wing fold. Is it foldable? I don't know. I doubt it looking at that. I suspect that might just be separate outer wing panel sections, but hey ho. Separate nose sections as you'd expect. I hope that fits okay, but at this point, no reason to think why not. Nice tub, decent little cockpit tub there, decent rear decking here. In fact, just coming along here, if we just have a quick look up here at most of the rest of the cockpit detail, you've got some nice seats with some good moulded on belts. I think they look perfectly good and would paint up well. Love the wheels. I think the wheels are great. I love the fact that you've got the holes here in the centre hubs that have been moulded separately. Some really nice brake mechanism detail there too. The legs themselves have got plenty of good detail. Bit of flash on those, but nothing that can't be removed. So I really like the seats. Come over here, big nose gear unit here, which is impressive. Very fine actuating arms. Look at those, very, very fine indeed. I'm loving the look of those. Those should really enhance the Model No end, I think. Big centerline tank. That's pretty much it in terms of fuel tanks. But you do get plenty of other stores. You've got all sorts of LGBs, while I look at it, certainly some various sort of bombs and all sorts going on here. Coming across over to the left-hand side, various air-to-air missiles, pylons, and the like. So yeah, plenty to go on there to keep you happy. Of course, Maverick's aircraft probably wouldn't necessarily have flown with all of that, but you can put on whatever you want. Clear parts, you've got a very nice clear canopy over here. Yes, it's got the little moulded seam line down the top, but that's an easy peasy job to remove that. Just check out the Techniques bank in SMN if you want to deal with that. But other than that, the clear parts look very good. Back over here, let's have a look at the decal sheet. Well, of course, Maverick scheme, if we just sort of bring you up here to show, I mean, that's just an awesome scheme, don't you think? Love it. Very striking for the film and for the aircraft. And of course, you've got the United States Fighter Weapons School, good old Top Gun logos here, and the other striping. And plenty of other stencil data too, I'd like to see that. Various placards by the look of it, which is nice to see, so that's all good. And you've got various MFD, multifunction display, decals to go on here as well, so all of that looks fine. The instruction sheet, classic of the current style of Revell instruction sheets. We've got their paint numbers in the front, and then you've got various exploded diagrams taking you through the build. Well, it's not a complex model. It's not a particularly complicated aircraft. Obviously, the proof is in the pudding. So when you start to see all these different panels, you've got the intake panels here. You've got all the rest of it. Provided it all pulls into shape and the actual fit's good, then that's going to be great. Could be a pain if that fit isn't too clever, but you know, let's not make any prejudgments there. That's pretty standard for the breakdown, I think, of a Super Hornet, and I just feel positive about that. So we've got a great build coming up of this aircraft. Dave C's going to be building it, so you can follow that when it comes along, and that of course will add to his growing collection of Top Gun projects. So I hope you like that little review. Certainly looks impressive to me. That is Maverick's Top Gun FA-18E Super Hornet 48 scale from Revell.